Hello guys and welcome back. Today is kind of an impromptu video. I decided to give you an update on all the products that I bought pretty much in the last month, mainly the Sephora sale. I feel very educated in most of these products and what I think about them, and I thought that this would be helpful to see what I like, what I don't, is there anything that I'm considering returning, and is there anything that is a new favorite. So if you guys are interested, continue watching. Of course, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tania. I would love for you to subscribe down below, and let's get started. I'm actually gonna pull up my Sephora app to make sure that I have all the products in front of me. There's a couple of things that I bought just before the sale, but I'll include those as well. Let's talk first about the few products that aren't makeup. This day, Cactus Fruit 3-in-1 Styling Cream is a new favorite. This is such a good product. If you have curly hair like me, like that's all I use today in my hair. It's this product and I diffused it. I love this for so many reasons. It smells great, but it's also kind of moisturizing. It gives a little bit of hold. It's not too much though. And I can also use it to style my hair like in a sleek bun. This is not gonna be that hard rock gel type of a hold. It has, I would say, a light hold, but it's good enough for my curls, for example, to where I can just, you know, use it by itself and I don't need to put something heavier with this. Also, I feel like you get a decent amount of product. I love kind of everything about it, and I like that it's nourishing for my hair and it doesn't weigh it down. So this is actually a new favorite. I've been using it, I think, every time I've styled my hair, and it's not just for curly hair. I also put this in my hair before I blow dried it smooth. So this is a win for sure. Now the next product is this Nette perfume. I mean, look how much I've already used, and literally I've bought it, what, 2 weeks ago, maybe less. I also have their candle in Fete, I think. I adore that candle. I know it's limited edition and I'm so tempted to buy another one. It's a very Christmassy, but it has cranberries in it, so it gives it a bite, a fruity kind of bite to the scent. It's not just fur, but back to the perfume. I really like this one. This is a beautiful vanilla that is a little bit green in the opening. It does have green tea, so you definitely smell that tea, but then it kind of mellows down and it becomes more of a, I wouldn't consider this necessarily a skin scent. It's a little bit stronger than that, but it's not beast mode. However, I've been using it almost daily. I feel like it's so appropriate for fall, winter. It's nice, cozy. It's a little bit more spicy, maybe. Mainly in the opening, it's a little brighter. And then it kind of settles down. But this was a huge hit for me. I feel like for this price to get a more intricate vanilla is really, really good. So that also has been a hit, in their candle. Absolutely fabulous. And I have a big living room and dining slash kitchen all in one, and that candle for 1 hour, it makes the whole room smell so good. Okay, I don't think I bought any primers, right? I'm double checking. That's right, there's no primers. However, I have 2 foundations here and I'm wearing one today. I have the Dior Forever Skin Glow and then the Very Valentino. I've tried both of these on in a video, and pretty much everything that I'm talking about today, I have already tried it on, so you can kind of look at those videos. They're the Sephora haul videos. So I've tested both of these out. I feel like the Dior I've worn more, but I have my thoughts on both of them. First of all, the Dior. I really like this foundation. I like it more from afar than really up close. And that may sound bad, but overall, most people aren't going to be like this close to you. So I feel like it looks really pretty on camera. Every time I filmed a reel with this, people were complimenting my skin. I also wore it on this like farm retreat thing, and we were there most of the day and it wore really well. Just overall, it wears really well. I think it's really beautiful, but when I look super up close, I think it still looks really beautiful, but it's not as seamless as the Valentino. Also, I think this has better coverage than the Valentino. And overall, I do really like this foundation, and I've been reaching for this over that Valentino more because it's lasting power. I feel like it kind of dries down, and I know to moisturize real well under, but once it dries down, this is a beautiful glowy foundation that still lasts all day. So it's kind of a weird, interesting formula for me, but I like it. You know, I really like it, and I think it's just a very practical foundation for me, and long lasting. However, I think the Valentino looks a little bit smoother on the skin. It looks a little bit more hydrating, more invisible almost. And I don't know which one I prefer more. I think they're both really good, but the Valentino up close looks better than the Dior. I do think that there's places where I'm going to prefer one or the other, but overall the way this looks on the skin is a little bit smoother than the Dior, and it's not drying down as much, which is one of the side effects, that it doesn't last quite as well as the Dior. I literally worked out in the Dior and it lasted throughout the whole workout. This one will fade throughout the day and it just becomes a little bit softer. It melts into your skin really well. It has a little bit more, and I wouldn't say glow, it's just juicier on the skin. So I like them both, which I'm surprised because I was expecting not to like the Dior one, and the Valentino I was kind of iffy about. But I do enjoy both of them. I'm going to keep them. And will these become my go-to foundation? I don't know. I think I have other ones that maybe I rely on a little bit more, but these are still new. A quick update on this brush, the It Cosmetics. This is in number 7. I love this brush so much. I can't believe it took me this long to try it out. I mainly use this side. I use the concealer side more for like contouring, or like placing the contour down, or if I have like a zit or something, I'll like kind of pinpoint. But I don't love to use this under my eyes. I still think it's a little stiff and straight. I like a little bit of bounce in my brushes, mainly for concealer, but I can easily use this for concealer as well. So this is an amazing brush. I want another one for contouring, bronzing, mainly cream products, and yeah, it's so good. I've seen a few comments saying that they found it at QVC, and I looked for it, and they found it for like $15. I didn't see it, but if you guys find it, do let me know because I want another one of those. For concealer, I don't have a new concealer. The only one, or the latest purchase, is the new YSL All Hours concealer, and I've already put this in a favorites video, so you guys know I love it. You know, I wanted to do this video because not all of these are going to become in my favorites, and I thought it would be good to kind of divide the favorites versus the updates video. But I absolutely adore this concealer. It has a lighter coverage, light to medium, but it's the most skin-like, undetectable concealer that I have. So that is probably gonna be in my top 5 concealers. Moving on, an update that I want to share with you is this Charlotte Tilbury, the Beautyverse palette. She came out with mini highlight blush duos right here, and the eyeshadow palette. Now, I haven't used this as much. I think since that video, I've only used it twice, so 3 times total. I love the highlighter. I think the highlighter is really beautiful, smooth, definitely more intense. The blush is really nice. It's super creamy. However, it has the slightest tendency to, I don't want to say become patchy, but you just kind of have to work that in a little bit more. It's not quite as easily blendable and as creamy as some of the other blushes that I'm going to talk about. However, overall, I do think this is a pretty duo. I like the colors, but the highlighter I think is the win in this. And now for the palette, I feel like there's so many mixed reviews about this palette, and I completely understand, because when I did the review, I was myself confused, like, do I like this? Do I not like this? And here are my thoughts. I love the mattes. I think the mattes are the best mattes Charlotte Tilbury has ever come out with. I think she needs to convert all her other mattes to this formula. They're creamy, they're blendable, they look alive on your eyes. So I've actually reached for this palette a lot because of the mattes. Now the shimmers, there's a few things that I really like about it. Like these two shimmers right here are super beautiful. But overall, it's just maybe the pinks are a little bit too much for me. I haven't reached for the middle one yet. But I do like the palette overall, and I think it gives something different from Charlotte Tilbury. I just don't think it's as practical for me personally, besides those two shimmers that I reach for. If you like pinks and purples, I think this is beautiful. I mean, I think it looked beautiful in the eyes. Overall, the quality is really nice. It's a little bit more crumbly than some of her other formulas, but I haven't had any hard pan issues, which is amazing. So there is a little bit more fallout. The glitter is a little bit more chunkier and more party-like, but I still find it very wearable, and it doesn't feel drugstore or anything like that. It's still pretty and elegant, but with something special, something more. But if you expect, you know, the regular glitters from Charlotte Tilbury, you'll be disappointed in that. But if you want a little bit something, then that's pretty. I think if the mattes weren't in this palette, it would be a bit of a disappointment for me. But for me, the mattes have redeemed this palette so much, and those two shimmers. Let's talk about the blushes. Now I have 3 here. The Refy came in with a set, so I'm just gonna talk about this real quick. Just the Refy Red Collection set. This is the color right here. It's actually what I'm wearing today. I didn't put a ton. I was very careful. I didn't want too much, but I was shocked at how blendable this product is. I really like the Refy blushes if they're all this formula. This is the only one that I've ever tried, so you know, take that as you will. But I'm gonna apply just a little bit more because I feel like I was very gentle with my blush. Just so you guys can see. It just gives that strawberry look, and I think it's so beautiful. I like putting it on my nose, and I'm not a big blush nose person, but I think the tone, it's just so true to how I blush naturally, and I really, really like it. This is a huge win. The blush is quite small, so I don't know if this is the full size or if this is a mini size, but this was a big surprise. Now the lip duo, you guys know how much I love the Refy lip liners. I find them very long lasting. I can put up with a little bit of a drier texture rather than, you know, have it disappear on me, and I still don't find them super drying, but I've heard complaints about that, so I want to mention it. Now this gloss, it feels so nice and it's so juicy. The only issue I had is that I found it just a little bit patchy, the actual color, so I had to work with the color. It's like this beautiful red tone right here. I swatched it a little bit. But I like the color, I like the way this feels on and everything, but the fact that it was a little streaky made me think, do I want to recommend this gloss or not? I haven't worn it, but I think 2 times after my initial review, so, you know, I may just have to test it out a little bit more, but that's the one negative that I've seen with this. Besides that, I love the color, I love the concept, I love the look that I came out with, or that I created. Wait, that sounded all wrong. You guys know what I mean. Overall, I like the kit, but there's a couple of things that you need to know. Okay, the other 2 blushes are right here. The Valentino is by far my favorite like if I had to pick a one product, I think, from everything that I purchased lately, it is this blush. This color is such a unique color. It's kind of rosy with a little bit of peach in it, and it has not a shift to it, but see, it has a sheen to it. I love this blush. I feel like this blush color overall was made for me. It works so well with my skin. I love how creamy the formula is. I want all the Valentino blushes, okay? You guys know I already adore the formula, but this color is incredible. Again, this is shade 4 if I haven't mentioned that before. The more you blend it, the more it becomes a little bit more peachy. I don't know. It's just very unique color, and absolutely love the formula. See, this is so much creamier than the Charlotte Tilbury one right here. Even though this feels creamy, but once you kind of blend it in, it just feels a little powdery. I wouldn't call it chalky. That seems mean because it's not chalky. It's not the same. You know, I prefer the Valentino formula so much better. And then the other color that I have here is the Dior Forever, Rosy Glow in Rosewood. This, I wouldn't say this was an impulse buy because I've been kind of eyeing it. So this color, I really like it. I think it's beautiful, but it's not looking as muted on my cheeks as it is here. On me, it transforms into a brighter color. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's really beautiful, and I've actually been reaching for this. Mostly on those kind of more natural days, I really like it. The thing that I noticed is that this lasted on me all day long, and it was that bright color all day long. So that's my only negative, is that the color that's in here isn't the color on my cheeks, but it's still a beautiful color and it lasts all day, which is a huge positive for me because I feel like I eat blush. It's gone in like 2 hours. Now, this highlighter from Tom Ford has been a splurge for me. This is the Soleil Neige Glow Highlighter in 02. This is the one product that I'm half regretting it. Not that because it's not pretty. I'm wearing it today. I don't know if you can see. I was very light-handed with this. Right there. So it's overall, I think it's really beautiful. I like how the formula is very smooth, and it's not a creamy product or powdery. It's like that baked formula. It's pretty. I just don't think it's worth the money, to be honest. I was looking at some other highlighters here. Like I have my Dior, this highlighter right here. Like I love this is my favorite like highlighter I think that I own in my entire collection. I love this one. This is smoother, and I don't know, for the price, you get other things in here. These are a little more glittery, but they still blend in really nicely. A bronzer topper for me. I don't know. I don't think I like this more than I like the Dior, and for, what was it, $90? Ooh, it's a very hard to justify that. For example, these Clé de Peau highlighters. I have 2 of these, and these are pretty much the same price, maybe even a little bit more expensive, but the way this makes my skin look is so special and so unique. I can't even put it in words. For me, I probably would rather buy another Clé de Peau highlighter than buy this one again. And it's limited edition, which means for me personally, it's not really going to be beneficial because I won't be able to use it on camera and kind of share it with you, even if I like it in like a year. Now, I like it. Like I'm not saying it's not pretty. It's very pretty. Yeah, it's super pretty. I just think it's a little overpriced. Now, this bad boy right here. This is my new love. This is the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutrals. I have been using this so much. I love this product. I think this is such a creative, innovative form of palette. I love the kind of almost pomade formula in here. I think it's very unique. It works for the face, it works for the eyes, for the lips. I get really good contours with this. I love it for the brows. It's truly an all-in-one palette. It's definitely a little bit more creative than maybe some people would like it. Maybe it's a little bit too difficult to figure out what tones you like, but if you start playing with it, I really think you're gonna pick that up and love it as well. I think, again, besides the creams that are fabulous, the powders are very smooth. They're not too pigmented, so you can build on them, but you're not going to get an overwhelming amount of product on your cheeks or your eyes. So this is a fabulous, fabulous palette. Another eyeshadow palette formula that I picked up in the past month are these YSL Mini Clutch, Couture Mini Clutch. I have 3 colors. I've tried them, I think all of them on for you guys, and I love every single one of them. Here they are. I don't have a favorite, so don't ask me. I think they're all great. This is the 300. I would say this is the most everyday for me. Those tones work really well with my skin tone. I like a little bit of warmth in them, and they just look beautiful. Now the 100, I think it's the most coveted one because it has a little bit more of those cool tones, that shimmer. It's so beautiful. And these are the most silk-like, just mattes and shimmers that I've ever tested. Now I use my fingers for the shimmers. I had just, I think, one comment that mentioned that they had an issue picking that up with a brush. So I honestly have not tested out, you know, not using a finger, because I always use my finger. Now my nails are really short. I don't think I've had these short nails for a very long time, but I've been training. We've been doing jujitsu, so I can't have nails. They're all the way down and it looks weird, but yeah, I use my fingers for this, and now that I don't have nails, it's even easier. But you could probably try to use, there's a brush here from Refy. Oh, here it is, number 21. I think this brush would pick up this shimmer so well. It's pretty much made for a product like this. Yeah, I mean, it picks up really well. Let's see. And it applies it really well right there. Yeah, something like this that is flat, I think it would pick it up really well. I said that 3 times in a row. Okay, and the last one is the 400, which is the newest one. I purchased this during the Sephora, and I'm loving this so much, that more than I thought. I think these colors are beautiful for fall, winter. I feel like I look very feminine with them, and I think they complement like brown eyes really well, mostly that color right there. You get 2 beautiful shimmers. Absolutely love them. Like, I have no negative to say about them, and they're expensive, but honestly, for the packaging, for the experience, for the quality, I think it's worth it. I think even the full price, what was it, 60 something, I think they're worth it. Let's see here if I have anything else besides lip products. Oh, I did purchase the Huda, the Pretty Grunge. Honestly, I haven't tried it since my review, so I can't speak on this, but if you want to see a review on this, I've reviewed it. Moving on to lips, I picked up the Makeup Forever lip liner set, or just pencil set. There's a white one missing. I don't know where it is, but this was such a good deal. You get here the Anywhere Caffeine, Wherever Walnut, Endless Cacao, no, Limitless Brown, and the Whatever Black. The lip liners are so good. So good. I have loved all of them, mainly the Limitless Brown. Dang it, I think I said Endless Cacao in so many different videos. Oh my gosh, I need to go back and reply to all of you guys that asked about this. I'm like, no, it is Endless Cacao. Okay, anyway, I really like that color so much. Anywhere Caffeine has already been a favorite. Wherever Walnut, it's really beautiful as well. Oops. But my most used has been the Limitless Brown. I love pairing this with so many different things, even with a nude liner. I think it's so good. So that has been very loved so far, and I think I'll go through all of them. The black one, now this one, I didn't love it in my waterline. I didn't think it was black enough. It was great for lining right here, the upper lash line, but in the waterline, I didn't like it. The pigment didn't apply well, and it would like kind of scrape at my eyes. But I did like it to line my eyes. The Summer Friday Lip Butter. This is in Brown Sugar. I mean, I love all of these. I think I have 4 colors right now, and it's great. Honestly, I haven't used this color as much as the pink one. I don't know why, because I feel like this is a great fall lip, even though it's barely tinted. But I think it's beautiful. I'm glad I have it. It's right there. Obviously, that's like a big swatch. But I like the color. I think it's really beautiful. I also got the Milk Makeup lip oils, and this was a huge surprise. I love these so much. I love Trek the most. Out of all of these are definitely a little bit more, you know, rosy and really baby pink, but Trek looks so beautiful. It has a little bit of red in it, and pairing it with like Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever or Cool Brown from Anastasia. So good. The lip gloss is so juicy. It has, this color specifically has a little bit of sparkle in it, so it's extra shiny, and I really like this. This was a big discovery as well. Also picked up a Dior Maximizer, I think these are. Dior Addict Lip Maximizer, I think. I cannot see. This is in the shade 4, and I really like this shade. I've been looking for more of a corally lip gloss, lipstick. I'm actually in the market for another kind of corally apricot-y color for a lipstick. I want to put that in the center of my lips with certain nudes. So I'm looking for that as well, but this is a great start. I love this color. I already love this formula so much. And then these from Givenchy. I think that this formula is so beautiful on the lips. It blurs your lips. It has a little bit more of that moussey consistency. Some people say it reminds them of MAC Powder Kiss formula. Is that what they're called? To where it's kind of a little bit whipped and powdery. These feel like velvet on the lips, but the way they smooth the lips and give that blur effect is so beautiful. I love these. I want the color, I think it's 57 or 56. There's a color that's a little bit deeper, but I still think it would be a very wearable color. That's going to be my next one. But these Givenchy, they knocked it out of the park. I think they're beautiful. They're not completely transfer proof. There's a little transfer, but it's not bad, and they lasted on my lips really well. I have 2 more lipsticks that I need to talk about, and I don't know where they are. I found it. This is the Makeup by Mario in the color Sierra. Now, this formula is a little bit more drying maybe on the lips. I felt like whenever I put this, it emphasized a little bit some of my dryness. I've had really dry lips lately. I love the color though. I love the way this feels as well. Again, it has not quite powdery feel, but that's kind of blur effect. However, like I mentioned, because it's a little waxy maybe, I felt like I could see it a little bit on my dry lips, which is right there. I love the color. It is exactly what I was looking for. That's the only thing that I've seen that maybe it was a little drying. However, I still love it. I'm still going to use it. And then the last product is this Merit lipstick. This is in 1990. Ooh, I love this color so much, so much. This is definitely a beautiful fall lipstick. It's great with a lip liner. I do enjoy it better with a lip liner. I think it helps contain the color because this isn't super opaque. It has a little bit of transparency through it. However, you can build up the color to be quite opaque. So overall, the Merit lipsticks in general are very hydrating, very beautiful on the lips. Even with my dry lips, I thought that it just made them look really good and juicy. And the fact that the color is so unique, that's a plus for sure. And those are all the products, or most of the products, that I've picked up lately and my update on them. I'm surprised there's not one fail. I feel like this Sephora sale, I've done really good with picking products that I really enjoy, and there's a lot. I feel like I picked up more than I should have, but maybe this video was helpful for you. I enjoy watching these kinds of videos to get updates on whatever people think, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.